topic that could change the way you look at your coin collection. Did you know that some quarter-dollar coins from the 2017 Ozark series are worth a staggering $1.1 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's true. Stick around as we break down why these coins are so valuable and how you can tell if you have one in your collection. The U.S. Mint introduced the Ozark Riverways quarter as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program back in 2017. This quarter features an iconic design, highlighting the Ozark National Scenic Riverways in Missouri. The design showcases the beauty of the Ozark landscape with a canoeist paddling down a river, surrounded by the lush greenery of the region. While most of these coins are worth just 25 cents, some rare and special ones have been known to sell for thousands, or even millions, of dollars. So why are some of these 2017 Ozark quarters worth so much? It all comes down to rarity and minting errors. One of the key factors that affect the value of any coin is how many were produced, and if any mistakes were made during the minting process. When a coin is released with a noticeable error, it can become a collector's item, often worth a lot more than its face value. Some of the most valuable Ozark quarters feature unique errors, like double dies, misprints, or incorrect mint marks. For example, if a coin has a double die error, where the image is duplicated or shifted, this can increase its value significantly. Coins with these errors can sometimes fetch prices in the tens of thousands of dollars. If you think you have one of these rare quarters, there are a few things you should check. First, inspect the coin for any visible minting errors. Look closely at the design, paying attention to details like the canoe, the trees, and the text. If you see any doubling or unusual markings, your coin might be worth more than you think. Another way to check is by researching the coin's condition. Coins that are in pristine condition, with no scratches or wear, are more valuable. The grading system, which ranges from good to mint state, is used by collectors to determine a coin's value based on its condition. One of the highest-selling Ozark quarters sold for an incredible $1.1 million at auction. This coin had a unique flaw, making it incredibly rare and desirable among collectors. While not all Ozark quarters will fetch that kind of money, it's proof that with the right combination of rarity and error, a seemingly ordinary coin can turn into a jackpot. So, if you have a 2017 Ozark Riverways quarter in your pocket, it might just be worth taking a closer look. While most of these coins will only be worth their face value, some could be hiding a valuable error that could turn your coin collection into a small fortune. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and hidden treasures. Who knows? Your next coin might just be worth $1 million. We're going to dive into one of the most exciting and valuable coins from the United States, the 1972 Washington quarter dollar. You won't believe just how much this coin could be worth. Some are selling for over $1.2 million. Stay tuned to find out why this coin could be hiding in your pocket and worth a lot more than you think. Let's start with a little bit of history. The 1972 Washington quarter is part of the U.S. Mint's regular series of quarters, which feature George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. These coins were minted in large numbers, so finding one in your pocket change isn't unusual. However, some of these coins have a unique feature that makes them incredibly valuable today. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1972 Washington quarter so special? Well, there's a specific variety of the coin known as the 1972 double die obverse quarter. This coin is rare and highly sought after by collectors because of a significant error in the minting process. The doubling effect on the coin's design, especially on the word Liberty and the date 1972, is what makes it stand out. This error happened due to a mistake during the die-making process, where the design was stamped twice on the coin, causing the letters and numbers to appear doubled. The result is a coin that looks different from all the others. So what's the value of a 1972 double die obverse quarter? Well, in most cases, a typical 1972 quarter is worth face value, 25 cents. But a well-preserved, authentic double die obverse can be worth a small fortune. Some of these coins have sold for over $1 million. That's right, $1.2 million for just one coin. The value depends on the coin's condition, how clearly the doubling is visible, and whether the coin has been professionally graded by a recognized grading company. Higher grade examples, especially those with clear doubling, can fetch incredible prices at auctions. Now you might be thinking, how do I know if I've got a valuable 1972 quarter in my collection? It's all about spotting the doubling on the coin's design. Here are a few key areas to look at. The word Liberty on the obverse front will show noticeable doubling in the lettering. The inscription will appear doubled as well. The year 1972 will show a distinct doubling effect. The mint mark, if present, will also show signs of doubling, but the most prominent doubling is on the other areas. If you spot any of these doubled features, you might just have a valuable coin on your hands. Of course, it's always a good idea to have the coin evaluated by a professional to ensure its authenticity. Let's get into the specifics of what you could expect in terms of value. A 1972 double die obverse quarter in lower grades, like good or very fine condition, can still be worth a few $1,000s. But if you have one in mint state, with clear doubling visible, then the value skyrockets. One of the most famous 1972 double die obverse quarters sold for over $1.2 million at auction. That's a rare example, but it goes to show just how high the value can go for this particular variety. If you own one of these coins, you could be holding on to a major treasure. If you believe you've found a rare 1972 double die obverse quarter, you might want to sell it. You can approach coin dealers, attend coin shows, or even sell it through auction houses that specialize in rare coins. Just make sure to get the coin graded and authenticated first, as it can significantly increase its market value. So, there you have it. The 1972 Washington quarter dollar, specifically the double die obverse variety, is worth a lot of money, up to $1.2 million. If you have one, make sure to get it checked out by a professional, because you could be holding on to a major piece of history. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories and tips. We're going to talk about a truly fascinating topic, the 1995 Washington quarter dollar coins and their incredible value in the market. If you're into coin collecting or just curious about rare and valuable coins, you're in for a treat. Most of us are familiar with the Washington quarter, a coin that has been in circulation in the United States for decades. It's a symbol of American history, featuring George Washington's profile on one side and an eagle on the other. But what makes the 1995 Washington quarter so special? For starters, the 1995 quarter is not something you'll come across every day. It's an example of a coin that is incredibly rare, and due to certain characteristics, it can be worth up to a whopping $1.3 million in the right conditions. But why is that? What makes this coin so valuable? Let's dive into it. The main reason the 1995 quarter is so valuable comes down to its rarity and certain unique factors, like minting errors. Coin collectors and investors often search for coins with rare traits, such as those that were minted with flaws or imperfections. A few of these quarters have errors that make them worth far more than their face value. Now, let's talk about the specific factors that can lead to such a high price tag. One of the most notable reasons for the increased value is the presence of the double die variety. This occurs when the die used to stamp the coin onto the metal planchet is misaligned, resulting in a doubling effect on the lettering and design features. Coins with these types of errors are highly sought after by collectors, and their value skyrockets. In the case of the 1995 quarter, some of these coins exhibit this double die error, which makes them extremely rare and valuable. Additionally, the condition of the coin matters a lot. Coins that are in excellent condition, especially those with no visible wear and tear, can be worth much more than others. But that's not all. Some people are willing to pay top dollar for these rare coins because of the thrill of owning a piece of history. The 1995 D Washington quarter is a perfect example of a coin that was once just another piece of pocket change, but now holds a fortune. Collectors value these coins not only for their rarity, but also for the story behind them. If you happen to come across a 1995 D Washington quarter, it's worth getting it evaluated by a professional to see if it's one of the rarer, more valuable versions. Depending on its condition, rarity, and any minting errors, it could potentially fetch you hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars. In conclusion, the 1995 D Washington quarter-dollar coin is far more than just a typical coin from the 1990s. It's a valuable piece of American history, and if you happen to have one in your collection, you might be sitting on a gold mine. Keep an eye out for those minting errors, and make sure you get your rare coins checked by an expert. Who knows, you could end up holding a coin worth $1.30 million. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it interesting. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, specifically the 2014 P quarter dollar. You might be surprised to learn that these coins can actually be worth a lot of money, and in some cases, even up to a staggering $1.40 million. So, how did a regular 2014 P quarter dollar become so valuable? Well, it all starts with how these coins were made and distributed. Most of the 2014 P quarters are worth just 25 cents, but there are a few rare examples that are in much higher demand among collectors and investors. These rare quarters are typically special because of minting errors, unique designs, or because they were in limited circulation. One of the main factors driving the price up for certain 2014 P quarters is the presence of certain rare minting flaws. For example, there were reports of a small number of these coins having unusual double strikes, misprints, or even missing elements from the design. Such minting errors can make a coin incredibly valuable. Collectors hunt for these kinds of errors, and the rarer they are, the higher the price they can command. Another reason for the high value of certain 2014 P quarters is their limited release. In the past, the U.S. Mint sometimes produced coins with special designs that weren't as widely circulated. When coins aren't widely available, they become more desirable to collectors who want to own a piece of history. The demand for these rarities has caused their prices to skyrocket. So, if you've got a 2014 P quarter in your pocket or piggy bank, it's worth taking a closer look to see if it might be one of these rare, high-value coins. Even if your coin doesn't have a minting error, the right combination of factors can still push its value much higher than you'd expect. Be sure to check out reputable coin grading services or a professional coin dealer to have your coin properly evaluated. While most 2014 P quarter dollars won't make you a millionaire, some truly exceptional examples have been known to sell for extraordinary amounts. In fact, a coin with the right characteristics could end up being worth up to $1.4 million. So next time you spot a quarter in your change, take a moment to inspect it closely. Who knows? You might be holding a hidden treasure. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and updates. We're going to talk about something that might sound unbelievable: the 1994 Washington quarter dollar coin. Believe it or not, there are some of these coins out there worth a jaw-dropping $1.5 million. That's right, a quarter, just 25 cents, could be worth a fortune. So, how is it possible for a coin worth just 25 cents to end up being worth so much? The key lies in a rare error, which can turn a regular 1994 Washington quarter into something incredibly valuable. Let me break it down for you. In 1994, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Washington quarters, but only a few rare ones slipped through with an error that has made them highly sought after by collectors. These errors are so rare that finding one of them is like hitting the jackpot. These coins are what collectors call misprints or mules. They're coins that were struck with the wrong dies or have other significant mistakes during the minting process. One of the most famous errors for 1994 quarters involves the coin being struck with the wrong die, causing parts of the coin to be misaligned or missing. If you happen to find one of these rare 1994 quarters with this error, you could be holding onto a coin worth well over $1 million. So, how can you tell if you've got one of these valuable coins? The first thing to look for is the alignment and design on the coin. If you notice anything unusual about how the images or text appear, such as being off-center or mismatched, you might just have one of these rare error coins. Another thing to look out for is the condition of the coin. The more pristine the coin, the more it's likely to be worth. Coins that are in mint condition, meaning they've been well preserved and show no wear, will fetch a much higher price than those that are scratched or damaged. Now, if you're lucky enough to come across one of these rare 1994 quarters, you'll want to get it appraised by a professional coin grader. They'll evaluate the coin's authenticity, condition, and rarity. If it's one of the highly sought-after error coins, it could easily sell for hundreds of thousands, or even up to $1.5 million, depending on its specific rarity. So, where can you find these coins? They're not likely to show up in your everyday change jar, but they can sometimes be found at coin shops, estate sales, or auctions. Some collectors even buy and sell these rare coins online. If you think you've found one of these rare 1994 quarters, don't rush to spend it. You might want to hold on to it and do some research first. In conclusion, the 1994 Washington $quarter coin, while seemingly ordinary, could turn out to be a hidden treasure worth a fortune. If you happen to find one with a minting error, you might just be sitting on a goldmine. Thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, be sure to subscribe for more content on rare coins and collectibles. Who knows, the next rare coin you find might make you a millionaire. We're diving into something incredibly exciting for coin collectors and history buffs alike. The 2002 Mississippi $quarter coin, which has recently made waves in the market, is worth an astonishing $1.6 million. That's right, a quarter, a simple 25-cent coin, could be worth more than a luxury car or even a house in some areas. But what makes this coin so special, and how did it end up valued at such an incredible price? First, let's take a step back. In 2002, the U.S. Mint released a series of state quarters to celebrate each state's unique history and culture. The Mississippi quarter was part of this collection, showcasing the state's rich heritage, featuring a magnolia blossom and an outline of the state. These quarters were circulated widely, and many were used in everyday transactions. However, one specific variation of the 2002 Mississippi quarter stands out as one of the most valuable coins in existence. The reason behind its high value is quite simple but rare: a minting error. This error, known as a double die variety, means that the coin was struck twice during the minting process, creating a visible doubling effect on certain details of the design. These errors are extremely rare, making them highly desirable among collectors. The coin in question, which features this unique double die error, is extremely sought after. In fact, one of these coins was recently auctioned off for a jaw-dropping $1.6 million. While most 2002 Mississippi quarters are worth just 25 cents, this particular error coin holds immense value because of its rarity and historical significance. Collectors are always on the lookout for these kinds of rare errors, as they can make an ordinary coin worth thousands, even millions. And this isn't the first time that a minting error has turned a small coin into a multi-million-dollar treasure. Other rare coins, such as the famous 1913 Liberty Head nickel and the 1933 Double Eagle gold coin, have also fetched astronomical prices at auctions. So how can you check if you have a coin like this? Look closely at your 2002 Mississippi quarter for signs of doubling on the date or the words around the edge. If you find one, it could be your ticket to a small fortune. In conclusion, the 2002 Mississippi $quarter coin's worth of $1.6 million shows how a simple minting error can turn a seemingly ordinary coin into a treasure. If you're a coin collector or just someone who loves a good story, keep an eye out for these rare finds. Who knows? You might just be holding on to the next big discovery. In 2005, the United States Mint released a series of state quarters, and among them, the California quarter is one of the most intriguing. While most of us think of quarters as being worth just 25 cents, some rare versions of this coin have been known to fetch astronomical prices in the market. One of the most famous examples of this is the 2005 California quarter, which, under the right conditions, can be worth up to $1.7 million. Now, you might be wondering, how is it possible for a coin that's worth just 25 cents to suddenly be worth such a massive amount? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, minting errors, and high demand among collectors. The 2005 California quarter is part of the 50-state quarters program, which honored each of the U.S. states with its own unique design. The California quarter features a minor panning for gold, a nod to the state's gold rush history. However, it's the special versions of this coin that make it valuable. The coins that can fetch up to $1.7 million are not just any California quarters. They are unique, rare, and often feature minting errors that make them incredibly sought after by coin collectors. These minting errors can include misprints, double strikes, or even coins that were struck on wrong planchets, meaning they were made from the wrong type of metal. When such errors occur, they can dramatically increase the value of a coin. Another key factor in the high value of some California quarters is their condition. Coins that are in mint condition, meaning they have little to no wear or damage, are far more valuable than those that have been circulated. A California quarter that looks brand new, or nearly so, could easily be worth thousands of dollars, especially if it has a rare error or is part of a limited number of coins that were produced that way. If you ever come across a 2005 California quarter, it's a good idea to take a closer look. If you think it might be a rare version or an error coin, you might want to have it appraised by a professional coin dealer or numismatist. In the world of coin collecting, what seems like a simple quarter might just be a treasure worth far more than you could imagine. So, next time you check your change, remember that there could be a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. The 2005 California quarter is just one example of how something as simple as a coin can turn into a valuable piece of history, and maybe even make you a millionaire. We're going to talk about a coin that's definitely worth a lot of money, the 1986 Washington quarter dollar. While most quarters you come across are worth just 25 cents, this particular coin is valued at much more, sometimes up to a whopping $1.80 million. So what makes this coin so special? It all comes down to rarity and the unique characteristics of certain 1986 Washington quarters. Most of the 1986 quarters are standard, with the same design of George Washington's profile on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. But a few specific coins stand out because of minting errors, unusual features, or other rare qualities that collectors are willing to pay a premium for. For example, some of these quarters were accidentally struck on incorrect planchets. These are the blank metal discs used to make coins. Others may have imperfections or misprints that make them highly sought after by collectors. A Washington quarter with a rare error in mint condition or with specific features can push its value far beyond its original face value. Additionally, some quarters have been graded as exceptionally high quality by professional coin grading services, which further increases their value. Coins that are graded with a high score from a reputable service are considered to be more desirable and can fetch significantly higher prices at auctions or from private collectors. The 1986 Washington quarter that's worth $1.8 million is an extreme example of just how valuable some coins can be. This is a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can be worth much more depending on its rarity, condition, and specific attributes. If you come across a 1986 Washington quarter or any other coin that you think could be valuable, it's important to have it properly assessed by a professional. A small investment in getting your coins graded could potentially pay off in the long run if they turn out to be rare or in high demand. In summary, while most 1986 Washington quarters are worth just a quarter, the rare ones are worth a lot more. With some research, careful inspection, and professional evaluation, you might just be holding on to a small fortune. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting coin and currency news. In 2003, the United States minted a special set of coins known as the Maine quarter dollar. These coins were part of the 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999 and ended in 2008. The Maine quarter features an image of a lighthouse with the inscription, "The Pine Tree State," to honor Maine's maritime heritage. While most quarters in circulation are worth just 25 cents, some of the Maine quarters, especially those with unique characteristics, can be much more valuable. If you're lucky enough to have a Maine quarter in pristine condition or one with certain errors, it could be worth far more than its face value. One such valuable Maine quarter is the 2003 Maine quarter with a double die error. This error happens when the coin's design is stamped twice, creating a noticeable shift in the image, especially on the lettering or numbers. Collectors highly prize coins with these errors because they are considered rare and unique. A 2003 Maine quarter with a double die error can be worth anywhere from hundreds to even thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. Another factor that can drive up the value of a Maine quarter is its mint condition. Coins that have been well preserved, with no visible scratches or wear, can be worth significantly more than those in circulated condition. The highest grade coins, often referred to as proofs, can fetch impressive prices on the collector's market. Now, some people might wonder if it's true that a 2003 Maine quarter could be worth $1 million. While it is extremely rare, there have been cases where a rare coin with significant errors or unique attributes has sold for millions of dollars. For example, there are famous coins like the 1933 St. Gaudens Double Eagle, which sold for over $7 million. However, it's important to remember that the value of a coin depends on a variety of factors, such as its rarity, condition, and demand among collectors. If you believe you have a rare Maine quarter, it's essential to have it appraised by a professional coin dealer or a certified numismatist. They can help you determine the value of your coin and guide you on how to sell it if you wish to do so. While not every 2003 Maine quarter will make you a millionaire, it's worth taking a closer look at your coins. Who knows, you might just have a hidden gem in your pocket. We're going to talk about a coin that could be hiding in your collection or your change jar right now, the 1995 Washington quarter dollar. You might not realize it, but this coin could be worth a lot more than just 25 cents. We're talking potentially over $1 million. Now, let's get into why the 1995 Washington quarter is so valuable. Typically, quarters from the 1990s aren't particularly rare or special, but there's a specific variety of the 1995 Washington quarter that has caught the attention of collectors and numismatists. This is known as a rare error coin. The 1995 quarter contains a unique and highly valuable mistake that can make it worth as much as $1.1 million. What exactly makes this coin so special? It's all about the minting error. Some of the 1995 quarters were struck with a double die obverse, meaning that the image on the front of the coin was stamped more than once, creating a noticeable doubling effect. This error makes the coin extremely rare and sought after by collectors, who are willing to pay a premium for it.to spot one of these rare error coins. You'll want to look for some key signs. The most noticeable characteristic is the doubling of the letters in Liberty and In God We Trust, as well as the date itself. If you find a quarter with these features, you might just have a valuable coin on your hands. Now, how can you tell if your 1995p quarter is worth this incredible amount? First, you'll need to get it properly authenticated by a professional. Since this coin is so rare and valuable, there are many fakes and replicas out there, so it's important to make sure it's the real deal. So, if you have a 1995p Washington quarter, take a closer look at it. If it has that double die error, you could be holding on to something worth thousands or even millions of dollars. It's always a good idea to check your coins, because you never know when you might discover a hidden treasure. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe for more tips and updates on valuable coins. Stay tuned for our next video where we dive into other rare coins that could be worth big money. The 1965 Washington quarter is one of the most fascinating coins in the world of numismatics, and its value on the market today could be worth up to $1.2 million. You might be wondering, how can a coin that was minted over 50 years ago be worth that much? Well, in today's video, we're going to break it down and explore exactly why the 1965 Washington quarter has such a high value and what makes it so special. First, let's take a quick look at the history behind the 1965 Washington quarter. The U.S. Mint produced this coin as part of the standard series of quarters with George Washington's image on the front, which started in 1932. However, the year 1965 is a key turning point in U.S. coinage. That's because in 1965, the U.S. government decided to remove silver from many of its coins, including the quarter, in response to rising silver prices and coin shortages. For the first time in U.S. history, quarters were struck from a copper-nickel clad composition instead of being made from 90% silver. Now, here's where things get interesting. While most 1965 Washington quarters were made using this new composition, there are a few rare coins that were accidentally struck with a small amount of silver content. These silver-struck 1965 quarters were not intended for circulation, and only a few of them are known to exist. Because of this mistake, these coins have become incredibly valuable to collectors. The most valuable of these errors is the 1965 Washington quarter with a silver composition. When these coins are found in the market, they are typically worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in some cases, they have sold for as much as $1.2 million. That's an astonishing amount of money for a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents. So, what exactly makes these coins so valuable? It's the rarity. These silver-struck 1965 Washington quarters are extremely hard to find, and only a few specimens have been certified by professional grading services. As with any rare coin, demand drives the price, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for the chance to own one of these unique coins. The error makes them not just a collector's item, but also a piece of U.S. history that represents a time of change in the country's monetary system. If you happen to come across a 1965 Washington quarter, it's important to examine it carefully. The first thing to check is the weight. A normal 1965 quarter will weigh 5.67 grams, but the silver-struck error quarters typically weigh closer to 6.25 grams. Another way to tell is by looking for signs of a silver shine. If the coin has a distinct silver gleam, it's worth checking with a professional to determine whether it could be a valuable error. To put it in perspective, there have been instances where rare coins like these have fetched prices higher than the average home or car. So if you find one, it could be your ticket to a small fortune. If you're serious about collecting rare coins, especially those with valuable errors like the 1965 Washington quarter, it's a good idea to stay informed and keep an eye on reputable coin dealers or auction houses. The market for rare coins is always changing, and what might be worth a lot today could continue to rise in value in the future. In conclusion, the 1965 Washington quarter represents a fascinating chapter in the history of U.S. coinage. While most of these quarters are worth only their face value, the era-struck silver versions have become some of the most sought-after coins in the world, with values reaching up to $1.2 million. If you ever find one, you might just be holding onto a piece of history that could change your financial future. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more content like this. We're diving into something really exciting for all coin collectors and enthusiasts: the 2001 Kentucky quarter dollar. This coin is an incredible piece of U.S. history, and believe it or not, it could be worth a lot more than you think. Let's start with the basics. The 2001 Kentucky quarter was part of the 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. The program featured quarters from each of the 50 states, with Kentucky's quarter being released in 2001. It showcases an image of a thoroughbred horse, which is a nod to Kentucky's rich history with horse racing. The quarter also has a design featuring the state's famous horse and the words, "My old Kentucky home." So what's so special about the 2001 Kentucky quarter? Well, it's not just any quarter. Certain rare versions of this coin can be worth a fortune. While most of the quarters from this series are worth just their face value of 25 cents, there's one key feature that can set this coin apart and make it incredibly valuable. If you have a 2001 Kentucky quarter with a specific error, it could be worth upwards of $1.3 million. That's right, $1.3 million for a single coin. The error in question is called a double die obverse, a striking error where the design on the front of the coin is doubled, creating a visible distortion in the lettering and images. These error coins are highly sought after by collectors because they are incredibly rare. Most 2001 Kentucky quarters were minted without the error, making the ones with the double die a true treasure. If you happen to come across one of these coins, you could be holding on to a small fortune. Now, how do you know if your 2001 Kentucky quarter is worth something? The key is to examine the details. The double die error usually shows up in the lettering, especially around the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." The doubling effect can also be seen on the state name, Kentucky, and sometimes on the horse design itself. If you find one of these coins, the next step is to get it professionally appraised. A coin dealer or a reputable grading service will be able to tell you if your coin is the real deal. The higher the grade and condition of the coin, the more valuable it becomes. A quarter in mint condition could fetch an even higher price. It's also worth noting that the market for rare coins is constantly fluctuating. Values can change depending on demand, the rarity of the coin, and the state of the coin market. That means if you happen to find one of these rare Kentucky quarters, you could be sitting on a valuable asset that appreciates over time. In conclusion, the 2001 Kentucky quarter with a double die obverse error is one of the most valuable and rare coins from the state quarter series. If you ever come across one, don't hesitate to have it checked out by an expert. It could be worth over $1 million. So, keep your eyes peeled and your coin collections in check. You never know when you might stumble upon a rare find. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on rare coins and valuable finds. We're talking about something that could change your life if you've got one in your pocket: the 2006 South Dakota quarter dollar coin. This coin is making waves in the coin collecting world, and some of them are worth an astounding $1.4 million. So, if you're a coin collector or just someone who loves to hunt for hidden treasures, this video is for you. Let's dive in and find out what makes this coin so valuable. First, let's take a look at the 2006 South Dakota quarter dollar. It's part of the 50-state quarters program, a series released by the U.S. Mint from 1999 to 2008. Each state got its own unique quarter design. The South Dakota quarter features Mount Rushmore, one of the most iconic landmarks in the United States. But here's where things get interesting. While most of these quarters are worth just 25 cents, some rare, error coins have been spotted, and they're worth a whole lot more. Some of these error coins can sell for upwards of $1.4 million, depending on the rarity and condition. The key to the value of this coin lies in a specific error that occurred during the minting process. A very small number of the 2006 South Dakota quarters were struck with a misalignment of the design. This error made the engraving on the coin slightly off-center, making it an extremely rare find. This kind of minting mistake is highly sought after by collectors because it's a rare occurrence, and errors like this can be worth thousands, even millions of dollars. It all comes down to rarity, demand, and condition. The 2006 South Dakota quarter with the off-center error is so valuable because there are only a handful of them in existence. The rarer a coin is, the higher its value to collectors. And when a coin has a unique error, it becomes even more desirable. If you happen to have one of these coins in your collection, it could be worth a fortune. But condition matters too. Coins that are in mint condition, also known as uncirculated, fetch the highest prices. Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if my 2006 South Dakota quarter is worth millions? Here's how you can spot an error coin. Check if the design is off-center. A coin that's off-center will have the image of Mount Rushmore or the text around the edge slightly misaligned. The mint mark on these coins is a D, which means they were minted in Denver. Make sure you're looking at the correct coin. Besides being off-center, keep an eye out for other types of minting errors, like double strikes, die cracks, or unusual patterns. So, how much is this error coin really worth? Well, in some rare cases, the 2006 South Dakota quarter with the minting error has been sold for as much as $1.4 million. That's right, over $1 million. Of course, not every coin will fetch that kind of price, but even a less perfect error coin can still be worth thousands of dollars. If you think you found one of these rare coins, you're probably wondering where you can sell it. There are several options, including coin dealers, auction houses, and online marketplaces like eBay. But it's important to have your coin authenticated first. Make sure a professional coin grading service, like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, authenticates and grades your coin before you sell it. So, that's the scoop on the 2006 South Dakota quarter dollar coin. If you've got one of these rare error coins, you could be holding on to something worth a small fortune. Keep your eyes peeled for minting mistakes, and who knows, you could strike gold. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more amazing coin collecting tips and information. We're going to talk about a truly incredible coin that could be sitting in your pocket right now, the 1999 Connecticut quarter. This little coin could be worth a lot more than just its face value. In fact, some of these quarters have been known to sell for as much as $1.5 million. That's right, you heard me correctly, $1.5 million. So what makes this coin so special? Let's dive in and find out. Let's start by taking a look at the 1999 Connecticut quarter. It was part of the 50-state quarters program, a series issued by the U.S. Mint from 1999 to 2008. Each state got its own unique quarter design, and Connecticut was the fifth state to be featured in the series. The design on the Connecticut quarter features the charter oak, a symbol of the state's history. The oak tree was famous for its role in American history, and it's an iconic image of Connecticut. But while most of these quarters are worth just 25 cents, there's something really special about a few of them. Now, let's talk about the rare variety that could make you a millionaire. There was a minting error that occurred during the production of some 1999 Connecticut quarters. Some of these coins were struck with an incorrect die, resulting in a unique and highly collectible mistake. This error caused the coin to have some unusual characteristics that make it much more valuable than a regular quarter. One of the most famous errors is the double die variety. In these coins, the design is slightly doubled, meaning you can see an extra image or detail in the letters or numbers on the coin. This rare mistake has caught the attention of coin collectors and investors alike, driving up its value to incredible heights. These double die 1999 Connecticut quarters are often sold at auction for thousands, and in some cases, they have sold for over $1.50 million. So, how can you tell if your 1999 Connecticut quarter is one of these rare, high-value coins? The best way to spot an error is by closely inspecting the design. Look at the word Connecticut on the coin. If you notice that the letters appear to be doubled or blurry, it's a sign that your quarter might be worth far more than just 25 cents. Another key indicator is the date on the coin, so check carefully for any irregularities. Now, while the idea of finding a $1.5 million quarter sounds amazing, it's important to remember that not every 1999 Connecticut quarter is worth that much. Most of them are still just worth face value, or perhaps a little more depending on their condition. But if you're lucky enough to find one of these rare error coins, you could be holding a small fortune in your hand. If you think you might have one of these special quarters, the next step is to get it professionally evaluated. A certified numismatist can help determine whether your coin is the real deal. If you do find a rare, high-value coin, don't forget to protect it properly. Store it in a safe place and keep it in excellent condition, as this will help maintain its value. So, next time you're checking your change, make sure to take a second look at your 1999 Connecticut quarters. You never know, you could be holding $1 million treasure. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you found this information helpful or exciting, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Have you ever found a rare coin? We're diving into something truly exciting, a coin that could be worth more than you'd ever expect. You might just have one in your pocket right now without even realizing it. We're talking about the 2000p Virginia quarter dollar. This coin has some serious value in the market, and today we'll be uncovering why it's worth a whopping $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.6 million. So let's jump into it. Let's start with the basics. The Virginia quarter was released as part of the 50-state quarters program, a U.S. Mint initiative to honor all 50 states. The quarter features an image of the state of Virginia and was released in 2000, making it part of the 5th year in this series. This particular coin is called the 2000p Virginia quarter, meaning it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the P on the coin. Now you might think, okay, it's just a regular quarter. What's so special about it? Well, it's not just any quarter, it's a rare error coin that can be worth a lot more than face value. Here's where things get interesting. The 2000p Virginia quarter is known for having a rare minting error. Some of these coins were struck with an unusual mistake that made them unique and highly collectible. This error is what pushes the value of these quarters to astronomical numbers. These coins were accidentally double-struck or exhibited other unique features, which makes them a rare find in the world of coin collecting. The rarity and the demand for these error coins are what give them their massive value. So why is this coin worth $1.6 million? The simple answer is that the error makes these coins incredibly rare. Only a handful of them are known to exist, and they are highly sought after by collectors who specialize in rare and error coins. In fact, one of these 2000p Virginia quarters, with a double strike error, was sold at auction for an incredible $1.6 million. That's not just a fluke. Coins like these are in demand because of their rarity, their historical significance, and the intrigue surrounding mint errors. To put it in perspective, most regular 2000p Virginia quarters are worth about 25 cents, just like any other coin you might find in your pocket. But if you happen to stumble upon one with the error, your coin could be worth millions. Now, you might be wondering how to identify a 2000p Virginia quarter that's worth such a massive amount. First, you need to be on the lookout for the mint error. If you have a Virginia quarter and notice that the design looks off, like it's doubled, misaligned, or has extra features that don't belong, there's a good chance it could be one of these rare error coins. To properly check if your coin is a valuable error coin, you'll need to closely inspect the design and the edge of the coin. Look for things like double images or any other unusual details that seem different from a regular quarter. It's best to consult with a professional coin grader or take it to a numismatist to get a definitive assessment of its value. The market for rare coins has been growing steadily in recent years. People are paying more attention to the value of unique, error coins, and the demand is only rising. This is why the 2000p Virginia quarter, with its extremely rare mint error, is so valuable. It's part of a larger trend in coin collecting where people are paying top dollar for coins with unique characteristics or errors. Collectors aren't just after coins from the past. They are actively searching for errors in newly minted coins too, hoping to find a hidden gem. If you're into coin collecting, this is definitely an area worth exploring because the potential for profit is incredible. So, what can we learn from all of this? Well, the 2000p Virginia quarter is a shining example of how a simple minting error can turn an ordinary coin into a priceless treasure. If you happen to find one of these rare error coins, you could be holding on to a fortune worth millions of dollars. If you're a coin collector or just someone who enjoys learning about valuable items, make sure to keep an eye out for these coins. Who knows, you could be the next lucky person to find one of these rare error coins and watch its value skyrocket. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content on coin collecting and other valuable finds. We're going to talk about a very special coin, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar. While most people may think of this coin as just another piece of pocket change, it has a fascinating history, and in some cases, it can be worth a whole lot of money. Stick around because you won't believe how much some of these coins are worth today. Let's start with a little bit of background. The 1965 Washington quarter is part of a series of quarters that were minted from 1932 all the way to today. But 1965 is a year that stands out, especially when it comes to rare coins. You might be surprised to learn that the 1965 quarter, while it may look ordinary to the naked eye, has been known to fetch incredible amounts of money on the rare coin market. You might wonder, what makes a 1965 quarter worth anything at all? Well, the key lies in certain variations of the coin that are very hard to find. While most of the 1965 quarters are made from a copper-nickel clad composition, a few unique errors have made certain coins from this year incredibly valuable. One of the rarest and most valuable 1965 quarters is an error coin that was mistakenly struck with a special combination of metals. This type of coin is known as a silver error because the 1965 coin was originally intended to be minted with a copper-nickel alloy, not silver. However, due to a mix-up at the mint, some coins were mistakenly produced with silver content. And here's the crazy part, these error coins are valued at up to $1.8 million. That's right, a single 1965 Washington quarter can be worth millions of dollars, all because of a mistake made at the mint more than 50 years ago. Now that you know how valuable a 1965 silver error coin can be, you may be wondering how to identify one. First off, it's important to know that this error is extremely rare, so if you do come across a 1965 quarter, it's important to inspect it closely. Look for signs that the coin has the wrong metal composition. If it feels heavier or seems to have a higher silver content, that's a potential indicator that it could be a rare error coin. You're probably wondering, where can you find these ultra-valuable 1965 quarters? Many collectors have found them in old coin collections, or even in rolls of quarters that have been sitting in a bank vault for decades. Others may be uncovered by people who don't even realize the treasure they've stumbled upon. But finding a 1965 silver error coin isn't easy, and it's definitely not something you'll come across every day. If you have one in your collection or come across one, it's worth getting it appraised by a professional coin grader to determine its authenticity and value. In conclusion, the 1965 Washington $quarter coin is not your average pocket change. While most of them are worth just a few dollars, the rare silver error coins can fetch up to $1.8 million at auction. So, if you're digging through old change or checking your coin collections, keep an eye out for this incredible piece of history. It could be worth more than you ever imagined. Thanks for tuning in today. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any future videos. And as always, leave a comment down below if you've ever come across any rare or valuable coins. We'd love to hear your stories. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and specifically, the 2001 New York $quarter coin. You might be surprised to learn that this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth a small fortune, up to a staggering $1.9 million in some cases. Let's break down why this coin is so valuable and how you might just be sitting on a hidden treasure. First, let's talk about the 2001 New York quarter, part of the State Quarter series issued by the United States Mint. The series was released to honor each state, with each coin showcasing a unique design representing that state. The New York quarter features the Statue of Liberty and the state outline. It's a beautiful and iconic coin, but what makes it so special? To understand its value, we need to look at the rarity and specific details that can make this coin incredibly valuable. Most 2001 New York quarters are worth face value, just 25 cents. However, there are specific variations, errors, and circumstances that can make certain coins far more valuable. For example, some of these quarters were mistakenly struck in error or have unique minting issues that make them extremely rare and sought after by collectors. One of the key things to look out for are the error coins. Some of the most valuable 2001 New York quarters are those that have misprints or defects. A popular error coin is the double die variety. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned during the minting process, resulting in a doubled image. If you happen to find a double die 2001 New York quarter, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Another factor contributing to their value is the condition of the coin. Coins in mint condition, or those that have been well preserved, are worth significantly more than those with visible wear and tear. Coins that are graded as uncirculated or proof often fetch the highest prices on the market. So, if you have a 2001 New York quarter that looks almost brand new, it's definitely worth checking out by a professional coin grader. But why are collectors so keen on these coins? And why are they willing to pay such high amounts for them? Coin collecting is a popular hobby that's grown over the years, and error coins are especially sought after because of their rarity and unique characteristics. Coins like the 2001 New York quarter can be part of a collector's set or serve as prize pieces due to their fascinating history and scarcity. Now, how do you know if your 2001 New York quarter could be worth $1.9 million? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? To get an accurate valuation, it's best to take the coin to a professional numismatist or have it graded by a trusted service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service. They can tell you exactly what your coin is worth based on its condition, rarity, and any unique errors it might have. In conclusion, while most 2001 New York quarters are worth just 25 cents, if you happen to have one with a rare error or in exceptional condition, it could be worth a lot more, up to $1.9 million, in fact. So, take a look through your change and keep an eye out for any coins that might have something special about them. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and their incredible values, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.